Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's JR. You are checking out the Sport Brief. It's a beautiful Monday, and I'm in between two guys who beat people up for a living. I love it. It's Matt Mitrione and Roy Nelson. How you guys doing?
Doing good, man.
I'm great, brother. I'm happy as a clam to be here.
I'm happy that you're here. You guys are actually going to beat each other up on February 16th at the Mohegan Sun. It's the Bellator Grand Prix. Don't do me a favor. Just like, don't start nothing right here while I'm here. Okay?
There's no paycheck right now. Friday there's a paycheck.
Friday there's a paycheck, so right now I'm pretty much safe.
Yeah, there's a money guy with the paycheck on that day.
Okay, I can dig it. You got
But
he
might be here, so if he's here.
Nah, if the money,
Danny doesn't have a check.
If the money guy's here, just forget about it for a minute. How do you guys prepare for that? You're doing all this press, you're doing all of the media. Obviously, you want to create awareness around the fight, but you guys are really gonna beat each other up. You're gonna try to knock this guy out. You're gonna try to knock the beard off of his face.
For sure. You know, it's my job. You know, like if you got to do that, if you're contractors, you go up with contractors, you're gonna go try to get a job. You're gonna put a bid on it. Whether you get it over your boy, that means your family eat and he doesn't. Same kind of concept. It's just you happen to throw hands. That's all.
Does he speak for you as well? I mean,
yeah, it's definitely a sport. I mean, you got to look at it like playing basketball or football. It's like football. You're gonna try to sack the QB. Go, oh, you know what? I don't know, man. You're gonna try to hurt him. Make sure he doesn't throw the ball no more.
But isn't it a little bit different? We could talk about team sports. We could talk about team sports all day long. But when you step into that cage, it's mano y mano. There's no I could pass the ball to him and I don't got to beat up on my friend. This is literal beating up.
It's a real come to Jesus moment stepping into a cage for certain. But like once you get past a certain stage of like get past a certain stage of comfort, it's just getting down. Like anybody that's ever gotten down before, like got an impromptu fight or didn't expect it. You don't get caught up in the moment. You just scrap and do your best. Trying to get fucked up.
Well, listen, y'all have fought each other in the past before. What's gonna make this fight different, or is there? Well, you smiling? I'm sorry, man. I mean, is that a memory? I mean, obviously, it's not a good memory.
It's not a bad memory. I learned a lot from that. And I learned a lot from that fight. He was the first guy to legitimately knock me down, first guy to legitimately beat me. So it was good on him. He had a great night that night. I think I'm a different guy. I don't consider it a rematch for certain. Like it was my 6th fight ever. I think it was Roy's 24th or 25th fight ever. Like I'm a completely different fighter from what I was back then. That was 5 years ago. I just started. So do I consider a rematch? No. Do I think it'll be a brand new fight with two people that know each other? Yeah. So we'll see how that pans out. Maybe that's my way to minimalize it. I don't know.
What he's saying is that the last time when you beat him,
didn't count.
It didn't count. And you had more experience, and so this time it's going to be a different situation. What do you got to say about that?
Because it's going to be different. I mean, because either way, I'm going to have more experience, so that'll be the next excuse. So, like,
I don't necessarily know why that's an excuse.
To me, I think we're two different fighters now. I mean, I think Matt's definitely come a long way from where he was before, and just like I've won. I've gotten my wins and my losses between now and then. I've learned from each one of them. I think as fighters, you always want to be, the best fighter that you possibly can. I think I'm going to get the best Matt that I've ever seen, and that's all I want because that's what the fans want to see. And for me as a fighter, that's what I want to see because I love competition.
Okay, and you, since coming into Bellator, you're 3-0, correct?
Yeah, I'm 3-0.
And the last time your last fight, you knocked out Fedor.
I did knock him out.
You must feel like you're on a super roll.
I feel like I'm good right now. But I think that's the best part about what we do, right, is that if you get big for your britches, you get humbled very quickly in our sport. And I think that happens like literally moment to moment inside the cage. Like you can be doing really well and be like start feeling yourself a little bit too much, and all of a sudden you get slept or you get caught in something, or something goes horribly wrong and you got to get yourself out of a jam. And I think that's a great spot. And I think that regarding the fight between Roy and myself, that is a championship fight. Like Roy and I are number 1 and number 2 in the division. And so for everybody that's going to be watching, like, yeah, I'm that comfortable saying that. Roy is that tough. He's that good at what he does. And so am I. So I think that the way that Mr. Coker made this, this is easily the most exciting fight in our first round. And I think that the fans are lucky and they're also kind of unfortunate because they get a championship fight in the first round, but we don't get to scrap for the belt directly yet.
Well, what do you think about the tournament as a whole?
As a whole, I mean, it takes the politics out of the game. It's like, but it makes fans that understand kind of what's going on. It's like March Madness.
Okay.
Like, everybody doesn't watch college basketball throughout the whole year, but March Madness comes, everybody's watching March Madness. It doesn't matter. I don't watch basketball, but I'm watching March Madness. And that's what the tournament does for us. And for me, like Matt wants to fight for the belt. Because he's 3-0. He's knocked out Fedor. So I look like
and he's in the tournament again now.
So the way I look at it is, me and Matt are fighting for the heavyweight championship. So as soon as I win that, I get the heavyweight championship, and then after that, I get the light heavyweight championship. Then after that, I actually get the World Grand Prix championship. So I'll have 3 belts in one.
So do you? I mean, is there any concerns?
You can do the same thing if you win. So you still have the potential.
I was thinking about the logic on it.
You're throwing him a little bit of a bone. A little bit. But is there any concern, because it is in such a tournament format, that we have to have these other fights, and then there's a potential for injury, and then you got to sit and wait? Chael Sonnen just beat Rampage, and he has to sit and wait. Is there any concern there as things kind of play out, the unpredictability of it?
For him, it's good for him because now he can eat and actually become a heavyweight.
Yeah.
Oh, whoa, shots fired. I mean, well, there's a couple of guys who are, you two are legitimate heavyweights.
Yeah, for sure.
Are there any thoughts about having lighter guys and lightweight, light heavyweight dudes in the tournament?
Well, it's more like more than a heavyweight tournament. It's a super fight tournament. I mean, it's really what it is. It's a what if tournament. It's exciting. It's if that's who are the top 8 fighters in our heavier divisions and our promotion and Bellator. If we can get after it and scrap, then that's going to answer so many questions. It's a what-if tournament. It's like a holy shit, what could possibly happen tournament. And that's pretty dope. I'll be part of that.
Well, I got an interesting question. Speaking of a what-if, and it goes back in time, you guys are 2 dudes. I don't know if you're the only. You guys both fought, what's my guy's name? Kimbo.
No. We both beat Kimbo.
You both beat Kimbo. Yeah. How was that experience? It wasn't more of a show, or just...
I'm probably a little bit more upset about it because Matt probably made a lot more money than I did.
Oh my God! It was his first fight.
Yeah. Nah. Well, I mean,
not
his first fight.
He was beating people up out in the street.
First fight.
Yeah.
No,
in the UFC it was his first fight.
Right. Well, he's been fighting guys in back alleys for years.
Yeah. Like, and then I got him. He and I both discussed on the show that there was a good chance we were going to fight each other because we're both strikers. Yeah, we both discussed that, but we didn't think it was going to be that soon. And especially after I beat Marcus, we thought it was going to be probably a year or so down the road, maybe a little bit more. And then so the next phone call I got from Joe Silva was like, "Hey, this is a big one. Are you ready for a challenge?" I said, "Yeah, sure." And he told me Kimbo, and I was like, "Yeah, why would I not?"
Done.
Like, that's a great opportunity.
Piece of cake.
Yeah.
Piece of cake. And then also on another end, being out and training out in Vegas, you're in the Mayweather gym.
I am.
What is that like? What is that experience? I've been in there a bunch. What is that like?
I think the experience is just, it's just guys rooting you on, like while they're egging you on, like, I'm gonna whoop your butt. Then at the same time, they're also the ones piecing you up and going, hey, you know what? This is how you get better. So like, the one thing about the Mayweather gym is everybody's always trying to help you. Okay.
I mean, there's a lot of trash talking going on in there.
It's a lot of trash talking, but it's kind of like being on the playing hoops.
Okay. All right. With just throwing hands and then beating people up. And you, with your background in football, playing for the Boilermakers and catching passes, how do you integrate that into your training?
I try to stay as athletic as possible during my trainings. I try not to get too stiff, too upper body tight. I try to keep my rotational ability, my lateral mobility. So I emphasize my athletic ability quite a bit. And I think that, like, by living at Purdue University, I can always go back to Purdue. And also, it's a great stress reliever. Like for me, being athletic is the most fun thing I can do. So I go out, I play catch. I bring my kids along. We get down. We do ladder drills. We rope around. We do quite a bit. But when my kids are off at school, I get my time in. And I think it's a great benefit for certain.
Well, Drew Brees is free. I think he can go out there and throw some passes.
We were classmates. We were both in the same freshman class.
I know. Well, now he's free. He had to watch the Super Bowl like me and you. Yeah. So Drew Brees is free. Do you think his football training has helped him?
Yeah. No. The one thing about being for the NFL is, man, you just have to be really athletic, and you have to be one of those guys that are just like really excel at that athleticism. But we're fighting, so that I don't look at it as quite the same. It's just like, you know, like doing the combine. Like I've never seen anybody on the football team do 225 pounds bench press a lot. I've seen guys do really great at combines, but when it comes to playing football, I've seen him go.
There's a guy named Vernon Golston. He got drafted by the New York Jets. I don't know where Vernon Golston is at right now. Vernon, if you watch him right now, that bench press did not help you in the NFL.
Nope. Mike Mamula, same thing.
You want to throw another example out
Adam
there?
Archuleta.
I'm just using that as it's just like there's different tests that you can do to, you know, help make you a better athlete. But like Matt, Matt is fast. Matt is athletic. I remember him running and doing track. Like he was like, "I'll race anybody in here. I'll race anybody," and because he'll run you, flat because he can run that 40 fast. But that's what he does in football. That's not. I don't. If you do it in MMA, that means you run from a fight.
Yeah, there's
you
no.
don't want to run from a fight.
Well, I mean, it's crazy talking about conditioning. For years, you're known for the belly rub. But I see you out there. You're running up the mountains. You're getting it, man.
Yeah, but that's what Rocky does. Rocky's a boxer. He's a fighter. So you got to go train out in the cold in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, but I'm saying, I mean, people always pick at you and say, "Hey, is he conditioned? Is he going to knock him out? Is he going to get tired?" Is that a concern of yours? You look fine to me.
No, it's to bond with the fans because like at the end of the day, you want to drink a beer too.
I'm not mad at you about that. Are you looking more forward to the beer after the fight, or are you looking forward to beating him up?
You know what? For this, I'm looking for to beat him up and then drink the beer.
Yeah, what about you?
Because I've been without the beer for a minute.
Yeah, the beer's been a while.
Well, I guess to counter that, I'm looking to get my hand raised, not just to beat Roy up. And then after that, then I'll buy him a beer with my win money.
And then you go on in the tournament and you guys rock and roll.
And then we go fight for the light heavyweight championship.
Look in that camera right there, the one with the red light. Where can people tune in and watch the fight on Paramount? Let them know.
Paramount TV, formerly known as Spike, on February 16th. Mohegan Sun. It's at 9 o'clock Eastern time.
It's my main man, Roy. It's my main man, Matt Mitrione. There's no money on this table, so they're going to behave. And they have behaved, and I appreciate it. I'll be there. I'll be watching. Make sure you tune in. It's JR. You're checking out the Sport Brief. I'm going to try to put some side bets on the table and see if I can, come out a winner a little bit. And we're going.